Come.
Very cloudy out there with some scattered showers following our severe weather earlier today, which ended up mostly being to our south. We still have some showers that are wrapping around the back of that low pressure system, and where it's not raining, it is very, very cloudy. Low clouds hanging very close to the surface. And right now, at least at the airport in Grand Rapids, showing some rain coming down. 68 degrees with a wind still from the southeast. The wind eventually will switch out of the west tonight as we get this low pressure system fully out of our way, but it's right on top of us now, pulling in some additional moisture leading to these scattered showers. We see a little line of these from around Holland and Grand Rapids up through Big Rapids and then east of the 131 corridor. Scattered showers kind of on and off for the remainder of the overnight are expected, but at least the severe weather that is well to our east. But this line is still producing some really gusty winds in eastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with any more severe weather in the immediate future, but the rain, it's going to be lingering around through at least the mid-morning tomorrow. You may want to grab your umbrella if you're headed out early and are going to be out during the mid-morning, but those rain chances do taper down significantly into the early afternoon, and we will end up with some sunshine. Less humid and cooler for tomorrow, but then we start to get back into the potential for some isolated thunderstorms just because the heat will be building. Really though, the heat wave that we're talking about with that extreme heat and humidity, that starts on Saturday with feels like temperatures of 100 or higher for about 4 or 5 days in a row, which means if you have weekend plans, you're going to want to make sure you stay cool and hydrated. Temperatures tonight, though, probably the coolest that we're going to be over the next week leading up to this heat wave. Low 60s pretty much across the board, so we have about 5 degrees to go or so. And then tomorrow, we're only topping out in the middle to upper 70s. That morning rain will then give way to afternoon sunshine and breezy conditions. It will be less humid, but we will also have to watch for a few showers trying to cross Lake Michigan that are likely going to diminish before they arrive. Into the early morning hours tomorrow, still some heavy downpours possible, another inch or so of rain north of 96, but most of us probably not going to get that much. Few scattered showers into the late morning, but the early afternoon should be dry. These thunderstorms into tomorrow afternoon don't look like they will be too problematic, and everything that tries to come in from the west as it crosses the cool lake likely going to diminish before it gets to us. So no real big concerns with any kind of widespread storms through tomorrow, through Friday either, and we could still end up with a third to over an inch of rain, depending on location. Areas north of 96 will probably end up with more of those higher totals, as that's where the focused rain will be. Then we watch for this big high pressure to move in and set up shop over the eastern half of the country. That is what leads into our heat wave, and it's going to be extremely hot and humid. We haven't had this kind of heat in a long, long time, with multiple days of 90+ temperatures, with right now our hottest day Sunday, 94, but feeling like 105.